What's up? What's happening? So one only Jeff Axel, Bad Macaroni, third leg on me. Out here with the hoop panel. Got my man Album with me. Got Tajon Archive. Got my man Brandon from the New Faces Pod. How's everybody doing today, man?
Shagging and dragging the usual.
We chilling.
So we just gonna get straight into it. Discuss this finals. It was really compelling. Some really intriguing games, good performances. Shout out to SGA for getting the MVP. Shout out to the Pacers for fighting hard as hell. Like, they pushed to 7 games. Get well soon to Tyrese Halliburton. Hate that he tore his Achilles. Benedict Mathurin, I think, is going to take another step next season. He showed a lot in that game 7. Put up 24 and 13. Pacers probably going to take a step back, but they played hard as hell. They have nothing to be ashamed of. Too many turnovers did them in at the end. Shout out to the Thunder for playing high-quality ball. And we'll just go around and get everybody's thoughts on that, and then we're going to jump right to the trade news and the draft because it's been a lot of trades already, and the draft is tomorrow. So we definitely looking forward to things. So I'm going to start with Brandon. What was your take about the finals?
Well, for one, that SGA finally stopped, turning the ball over, got a lot better at, sharing the basketball. His I felt like a lot of the time he was trying, like at the end, he was really trying to have his like moment where like he was like getting the game winning shot or like the shot that like put it far away. But it was a great series. Small markets, they went out. They killed it. I do feel bad for Tyrese though, honestly. I just feel like we kind of missed a great game 7. Like we got an okay one.
TJ.
TJ was saving them in the third quarter, but once that wore off, it was pretty much done. The Pacers played like a different team entirely. It was TJ McConnell centric. It was a weird game 7. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those ones where it was like I think Tyrese was gonna have 35 points. The way he was
once
playing,
Tyrese went down, it was kind of like no point.
It was over. It was a deflating game 7, but it was an incredible series. I thought it was a really good series in general. There was the blowout game 6 was more like the Pacers aren't backing down. It wasn't one of those like this is kind of boring. It was like Pacers are not folding whatsoever. Like they don't care that Tyrese has a calf injury. They're going to go all out and go for game 7. So it was a really good series. I really actually enjoyed the series a lot. Even as a Celtics fan last year, the series was kind of underwhelming just because we were the far and away better team, I think. But this one was pretty even, like down the road. I think OKC's age showed for most of the series, but Shea as the second or best player in the league proved himself as that.
Or best. All right, never mind.
Well, like you got the MVP, you got the Finals MVP, you got the Western Conference MVP. Like he had one of the best seasons in the world ever.
We know who it is.
I know it's Jokic for sure. But that's just up for for anyone else.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. No, I get it.
Yeah, but he had one of the best guard seasons.
Oh yeah, ever for sure.
He swept everything that you needed to sweep. And he showed he's a superstar. I mean, he already did that, but like he's a bona fide top 2 player.
Yeah, for sure.
Darius, what was your thoughts on the finals?
Man, I didn't want OKC to win with everything in me. I really didn't want them to win. Once Tyrese got hurt, I went to sleep. I was like, damn, that's it right there. Went to sleep. I didn't even watch it. Like, I had to find out that TJ McConnell went dumb. And, like, I just didn't. Once they said, Achilles, once he started laying on the floor screaming, I was like, oh, yeah, it's over. Yeah. Might as well just pack them up now. Like, if they won, I'd be surprised. But I didn't even want to have that in my head like that. Oh, they might win. I just went to sleep because, like, come on, game 7, we was all excited, like, oh my, they really went to 7, like this about to be one of them finals, and then it's over for him. It's like, but it's injuries, it's basketball. You kind of just gotta like take it on the chin and keep it moving. Like if I was Tyrese, I'm taking that as like, damn, yeah, like they can't really knock what happened for me. Like,
nope.
You know what I mean? Like they can't really say that I didn't make it, I didn't do nothing, I didn't like. So it's like, it is what it is. Pacers, but that was kind of like the Pacers window though, because now. After that, like the losing team in the finals always takes a hit more than the winning team. Well, I mean, like the winning team takes a hit, but like people want to go there because they're winning because they just won and like But the Pacers, they're about to lose Miles Turner and like everybody wants money now. Like they just showed that they could step up and play, especially.
He cost himself some money. I wouldn't pay him like apparently he was looking for like 30 or 40 mil. I would not give him that shit.
Somebody gonna give him that shit, and it might be y'all.
ain't gonna be us.
Y'all or
It'll
the
be
Spurs.
Detroit before us.
Y'all or the Spurs might get him. Y'all just got rid of Porzingis. Y'all need a center, and y'all love that shooting shit.
Nah, man, like he didn't give enough, bro.
You wasn't
Like,
watching.
not enough on the glass, not enough.
I saw him locking up at point in times in the playoffs. Like I saw him the finals. Yeah, I give it to you. He wasn't that good, but like the entire playoffs, you can't like discredit his entire playoffs.
I don't want to discredit the entire playoffs.
He was just playing against the Thunder. That's what it was for me. He was playing against the Thunder and he didn't know what to do. That's pretty much what I saw. Like they had too many people that could put the ball in the basket. And if you got to guard Chet the entire time and stop him from shooting, what you really ready to do?
Now that dude, I wasn't really impressed with him. Like he had a good defensive stand in Game 7. I'll give him that. But like as far as him being untouchable or like a future max player, all that shit, I ain't going for it. I don't see it.
Oh yeah,
nah.
He got.
Like, they can let him walk. Once his contract's over, they can let him walk.
I mean,
I don't know about
OKC can let anyone walk. I'm not gonna lie. Like they can let anyone walk. They have people. They have someone that can step up. Next, they got somebody sitting down over there that can get up and do this. Have the same production as that. Like I'm not, bro. They got Case and Wallace, Lou Dort, and all that. They don't need all of them. Somebody gone. They can. They're literally gonna lose people this offseason and be okay. Like. They got they lose Lou Dort. They can sub in someone like Casey Miles. He may not be as good as Lou Dort, but he can get there. He's young. He plays defense and he can shoot the ball. Like
So Brandon, you don't agree with Chet being like replaceable a couple years from now?
No, I think he's replaceable a couple years from now. I think because of how young he is, they're not going to let him walk. I
didn't mean like right now. I'm just saying like
in the future, like he might not live up to the potential that we like expected him to.
He was supposed to be up there with Wemby.
Like that was the comparison. I never thought that to be the case.
Like that, I mean, that's a rivalry right there. I mean,
it is. And I think Chet's going to get signed to a big contract. Like I said, he's 23. If he was like 26, 27, and he had this type of finals, all right, yeah, it's get him for whatever you could, or let him walk, whatever the case is. But he's 23. The excuse is going to be, even if I don't think he's going to be like a 20 and 10 guy or whatever, like a 25 and 10 guy, the excuse is going to be he's 23 and he can build up to that. And you still have J-Dub, who to me, J-Dub proved himself the most out of it.
Yeah, J-Dub's solid. He cool, but
we know y'all Celtics fans love that age number. Y'all love pulling the age card. He only 23.
No, but I'm saying in general for the Thunder, like they gonna keep him regardless. Like that's gonna be their thing. They're gonna let Dort walk. Or not Dort walk, but like Dort's going to get signed somewhere else. I don't think they can afford him.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to really miss a step like that. Like,
no,
he's gone, but they got like Caruso was hooping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got it. Like,
and Wiggins and Wallace are going to get better too.
Wiggins, Wallace, they got
Wiggins is signed for like another 4 years. I think
they got Yo on the bench that just got drafted. He was supposed to go. He was supposed to go to the Spurs, but didn't.
Oh yeah, Topic.
Yeah, Topic, like, bro, he was supposed to go top 5. He was supposed to go top 5.
They got 2 first-round picks this year, too, and they're trying to move into the top 10. Apparently, they cheating asses. So,
if they get Wallace or Wiggins in the gym and built like Dort, they could play. He could play linebacker like Dort did.
Like, they don't need to get a top 10 pick. That's what I'm saying. They get like a kid like
Dort did.
Buddy from Duke.
I hate this game. I really do.
Nah, Dort's definitely dirty. But
oh yeah, for sure.
What's the kid's name from Duke? Don Knuppel. Like they was fucking around and get him or some shit like that. It's like, man, what the hell?
He's not going to be there when the Thunder pick. But
you talking about the big tall? Black,
Nah, not the big man. The shooter, Knuppel.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not going to be there. He
might go like 4 or something.
Yeah, he's supposed to go too high.
He's going top 5. He's going top 5 for sure.
Okay.
He's going way too high. He was supposed to go to the Rockets, but they was like, nah, we're going to get KD.
Good move.
Which makes sense.
I really blame him.
I'm still all right. We're gonna talk about that later.
But Tay, your thoughts on the finals? Then we'll move on to either trades or the draft, whichever one y'all want to go to next.
Draft.
The finals were pretty entertaining. I guess the Thunder in 7. I knew that the Pacers were one of those teams.
Mavericks.
Like the Pistons from back in the day, the Mavericks, 2011 like they're just one of them teams. So you already know they're gonna put up a fight. Just watching them go throughout the playoffs. I mean, they got to the finals pretty easily. They had a great season. They put my Knicks out. Shout out to them. But yeah, I mean the Thunder took care of business though. I mean, they were just overall the better team, better defense. They had the best player, and they all came together. And they just put up 4 games. That's all you need. They put up 4 games before the Pacers did. So, they won it on their home court, which is always nice, especially Game 7. They won on their home court. Shea cemented himself. Years will go by. We'll still talk about this. Like, he's in the list now of players to win MVP and Finals MVP in the same season. Not so many people have done that. So I mean, yeah, he just capped off a dominant season. So yeah, this season's pretty good.
Yeah, man. And final question before we move to the next topic. Y'all think this is the start of a dynasty, or I personally feel like
what's a dynasty?
I think I can get one more. I don't know about more than 2 championships though.
Yeah, but what's a dynasty though?
Some people feel like 2 or more, like 3, 4 championships. I just don't see that. I just think the CBA is gonna get in the way of that shit. And honestly, like they had a great season, but the fact that they had 2 7-game series in their first championship run, dynasties usually don't really deal with shit like that. Like the Lakers, they wasn't going to 7 games with hardly anybody except for the Kings and the Blazers. They had 1 series like that. The Warriors, how many 7-game series they go? They went 1 with Houston and 1 with Cleveland. But like that's not really a common theme. Like going 7 games all the time is a dynasty. Like the Spurs, they went 7 games maybe 1 time with the Pistons, I think.
I think it depends on era too, because like now we're in this era where like winning 2 in a row is becoming impossible.
Yeah,
so if they win 2 in a row, it's like who's this? I don't know if they can win. I don't know if they'll win 3 in a row, but if they win like 3 in the next 5 years or whatever the case is, like I don't know what the chart is, I guess, for for a dynasty at this point.
A lot of people feel like it's 3 or more. I personally feel like it should be 2 or more, especially in today's NBA with this new CBA and all the movement. I feel like you get 2 back to back, you're a dynasty, in my opinion.
Because like once the season's over, they build to beat you. Like once the season's over, they literally build to beat that team you just had. So it's like
that's what New York did to us. In all honesty,
yeah. That's what I was
we ain't gotta talk about that. We don't gotta talk about that massacre.
Man, it was 6 games. Fuck out here with that massacre talk. I'm trying to give these niggas credit. There you go, being extra.
Like, you can't say, it was 6 games after talking all that shit you was talking. Like, if you didn't say nothing, if you weren't dissing the Knicks all year, it'd be different. But the fact that you were like, oh no, they can't fuck with us. They can't fuck with us. You said that shit like 10 times. They can't.
I did.
So you can't be like, oh, they went to 6 games. No, they put BTA.
That's 6 games. Well, I wish they just
embarrassing. No,
I wish they just ended it at 5. I didn't.
The team y'all had. It was supposed to be Celtics and Thunder. That's what it was supposed to be at the beginning of the year.
I mean, we didn't expect the fucking starting power forward to average 5 points and 4 rebounds. That's really what killed us, in all honesty. Porzingis played like shit.
Bro, we don't.
Everyone did.
He did, but like he didn't just play all right, bro. That's what I'm saying. We was like 15 a game, bro.
You said them niggas don't gotta worry about OG. You said a bunch of shit. I'm not gonna lie. You was.
What you gonna say, Brandon?
I said we don't need to do this right now. We really don't. Half the team already gone. We don't need to bring this series up again, man. We really don't. We got.
They ain't gonna let me let it go though, because I was talking cash shit.
He was talking greasy, bro. Like, yo,
I'll tell you this right now. I was ready to talk crazy. I usually don't until the series is over because I'm a bitch like that. But I was just like, I was not expecting to lose to the Knicks at all. Not even for a second. I thought we were handling them in 5.
Yeah, that was.
Tajon's a Knicks fan, and Jeff made me hate the Celtics. So anyone over the Celtics, no matter who it is, I don't care if it's the Hornets versus the Celtics. Take the Hornets. I don't care. I don't care what team it is. You can put the Wizards right now with CJ McCollum leading the squad. I'm taking them over the Celtics every single time. I can't. Jeff specifically single-handedly ruined it for me.
So we're just going to pivot to the draft real quick. We all know Dallas is going to take Cooper Flagg number 1. We don't have to discuss that for shit. Number 2 is looking like Dylan Harper's going to go to the Spurs. Do y'all think that him, Castle, and Fox is going to work as a trio?
No.
I just don't see that at all. I don't. Why to get somebody that's going to benefit you better? Like get the center from Duke. Get the African.
I'm not taking him with the number 2 pick. Absolutely
No,
not.
that's crazy. I'm not.
No, I'm saying they don't need the number 2 pick. Like
they should trade back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
they
what
got
I'm saying.
14. They got pick 14 though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't need the number 2 pick at all. Like they could low key get off of that pick and get a vet or somebody that can fit in better. They were
saying New Orleans is trying to trade up to that pick.
Let New Orleans have it and then find a way to get somebody, get a stretch big. That's what they want. They want Miles to. They want the same thing as y'all. They want Miles Turner or one of them niggas. So you might as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
In the market for Porzingis, imagine having 7'3" Porzingis and 7'5" Wemby on the court at the same time. Like that'd have been a little crazy. But you know,
what you want to say, Brandon?
I don't. Yeah, I think the Fox trade has become kind of. If they're gonna take Harper, I feel like the Fox trade became useless because it was like the whole thing was supposed to be Fox and Wemby, and Fox really like elevating Wemby's game and all this stuff, and it just I don't. Now you have Harper. Now you have Vassell. You have Castle. You got 17 guards for what? Like you gotta let one of them go. Trade with the Magic. Let the Magic get one of them guards and call it a day. Well, they did just get banned, but you know whatever. Give it to someone who needs a guard. Man.
Give him Chris Paul.
I heard he wants to go to Dallas. That's what I heard about him. I think him and Cooper Flag would be nice though.
Why you say him and Cooper Flag? He's gonna be nice with you. Why you acting like they don't got fucking Kyrie and KD on? I mean,
Kyrie's out until January or February with the ACL.
Yeah, they do need somebody to sub in for him.
Yeah. So Chris Paul, he's good with the rookie front court players.
And Jaden Hardy gonna step up and start dropping numbers.
He needs to get traded to another team. To me, I think they're kind of holding him back in Dallas.
Who said that?
Yeah, it's the TikTok trend. Who said that?
Nah, but I don't know. The Mavs are gonna be cool. I like the Mavs lineup already. I like what they already got going. They just need guards. They need better guards.
I don't like the guards and wings, honestly. I like Najee Marshall, but overall, like I think that Quentin Grimes trade was stupid.
Yeah.
I don't like
that shit was dumb as fuck. They should have kept Quentin Grimes. But I mean, wings, we don't really care about that. They're about to get Cooper Flag. He's gonna play 35 minutes every game, so it's kind of like they got Josh Green or something back him up.
Nah, they got PJ Washington. They got
he a bum. Like they be all right. PJ used to average 20. They'll be okay.
Yeah, they just need to get healthy.
Yeah, they just need a guard. They need guards. That's what they need. They lost guards, and they lost Luka, but you better get Cooper Flag, so you better not complain. And so I would say right now what they need to do is get a guard, like literally get a guard, get someone so the lineup could be whoever the guard is, Kyrie, Cooper, and then AD and whoever the fuck else, one of them other two, and then call it a day, and then have the other one come off the bench with, the other they got a squad like they should. I thought they were gonna be nice this year. If they didn't get like having that injury thing that they had going on where the whole team didn't play. They almost had to forfeit a game. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, come on. In the NBA, you almost had to forfeit a game. You're paying these men millions, and you almost had to forfeit a game. Like, come on.
And then they couldn't even sign nobody from the G League until, like, the last week of April.
Yeah, and I was like, this is not even, like – and it wasn't even, like, a problem necessarily, like, that they couldn't – it's just if they didn't get hurt, I feel like they would have still been, like that trade – remember when they made that trade? I was like, I don't think it's that bad of a trade. Like, they got better defensively. Like, they did, but then they got Cooper Flag. Now, fuck everything else about that trade. Like, I'm not mad at that trade at all. They got Cooper Flag, and but I just don't like the way it looked though, because you know why I'm saying that. Because like, no way Luka gets traded to LA because LeBron's about to retire, and they need a star in Los Angeles, and then they somehow get Cooper Flag number one after just doing the.
Oh yeah, it was definitely like some rigging bullshit. For sure.
It's like,
are we talking conspiracies? I love it.
Oh, 100%.
It's entertainment. I mean, I can't get mad at it. It's entertainment. They're allowed to do it. I mean, that's the most. I mean, he's doing the right thing. It's gonna make us watch. We're gonna still watch 100%. The Lakers after LeBron retires because Luka's there. Like, so he already done got that set. Because LeBron talking about I might play 1 or 2 more years. He said, all right, let's get Luka set there now, so you can play with him a couple years. Then he can just have the keys when you leave. And then, like, it's just, I mean, it's entertainment, so I get it, but it's like, come on. I mean, but KD on the Rockets doesn't matter.
So just more about the draft when we get to the trade talk. It's looking like Philly's going to stay at 3 and take VJ Edgecombe. We were talking before the show.
Because
that's what I'm hearing. Because Ace don't want to meet up with them. And
I get what you're saying, but like, why wouldn't they get something up? You don't think they should get like a big or something? I think
they want to take best player available, but I don't think VJ Edgecombe's that guy. I like Trey Johnson from Texas more than him, in all honesty.
I don't think they should take a guard. Like, honestly, I don't think
got enough guards. Honestly, with McCain,
I don't think they should take a guard at all. Like, you just had Jared McCain who popped off. He would have been rookie. He had the best rookie that played, even though he got hurt. Yeah. He was the best rookie that played. And then you got Maxey. You got Grimes.
Oubre coming back. Now Grimes is a free agent though.
Oh, you don't think he's coming back? If I was him, I'm coming.
Somebody's gonna give Grimes the bag. The way he was playing the second half of last year. Somebody offers him like $20 million a year.
Yeah,
what's he gonna come back to Philly?
The $20 million a year for Grimes? I don't know.
Somebody
I like him. I like him.
He should go to the Magic. That's who should go to the Magic. Quentin Grimes, he might as well.
I don't know if they got cap room.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn overpaid for him for straight up.
Brooklyn just gave Cam Johnson $100 million. Like,
no, they have the most money though. They can get whatever they want.
I know, but
they ain't give Cam Johnson.
You got to think about it from Quentin Grimes. Like, yeah, you're gonna pay me, but I'm about to be playing next to Jacoby's. Like, I don't want to play with that, bro.
You never know a player's motive. Maybe
play next to Jack.
Last year was the first opportunity he really got to show what he could do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to be a place where he can shoot the ball like that. He just showed that he's like a prolific.
He'll do that in Brooklyn.
He showed he's a bro. But you got to think about it, bro. He gonna be shooting shots. Cam Thomas, they not winning no games and they not making no noise. Like, you get what I mean? Like, the Nets are trying to flip it around. No, the Nets are trying to flip it around. Like, you know what I mean? The Nets are trying to turn it around. They probably wouldn't even offer him knowing that they just paid Cam Thomas, the guy who's going to do the same.
They didn't pay him yet.
But they're about
to. They did pay him. They still got cap room left to sign.
I'm not saying they don't have cap room. I'm saying they're going to think about, damn, should we spend this money on him to play next to him to do the same exact thing as him with no defense? They're going to have no defense at the – like, neither of them are going to play defense. It doesn't make sense. Like, you got to, like – they're trying to build a team to win and compete with these other teams. They wouldn't do that. Like, that was a move that would have been made before this day and age. Like, right now, that's not that's a terrible move for them to pick him up after and still have Cam Thomas out there. So y'all going to start both.
I don't think Grimes is coming back to Philly though.
No, especially he might not come back to Philly, but I think he would go. I think he would go somewhere more where he would be more like focused. The attention would be more focused on him.
If they drafted 2 or 3, he's gone. And
yeah. I will say, I back to the Sixers like draft pick. I know that he's not taking no interviews and all that shit, whatever, and workouts. I'll probably still take an Ace at 3. Like, he's just I think he's just better than VJ. Like, I think VJ's a solid player, but I think he's just better than VJ. And I think you just need a guy who's capable of scoring. Like, Paul George is either going to get moved or he's not going to play much for the Sixers anyway because he's hurt. So it's like, at some point, you just got to get a guy who you think is a bona fide player. And I just think Ace is better. I know Ace has his like issues, but like on the court itself, but like I just think Ace is just a better player. And I think you just need to restart with that team. You got Tyrese, you got Jared McCain. Ace would be a nice addition. And I think it's time to move off of Joel and Paul. So I think Ace is probably the better move.
Yeah, they definitely should go full rebuild. The process, it's been 10, 11 years since that shit's been started. And they gotta start over, in my opinion. So it's like
but they're not going to. They're not.
They're going to be delusional. Daryl Morey still has a job. I don't know how, but he does.
Yeah.
He brings in a lot of talent though. That you got to think about what he's done. Like, these aren't successful teams, but he's constantly bringing in big names, big talent. He's drafting pretty well. Like, that's why.
For sure.
That's why he got his job.
I don't think post Houston he's built a team that's like made a lot of sense. Like James and Joel made sense, but like you knew both of those guys' playoff time was not going to work. Like we just knew it was never going to happen.
He just gets the big names in there though. Like Paul George, we thought that was a good sign. Like he just it happens every time. Well, some people did.
Some people, yeah. I was gonna say, but for me personally, I was like, this is just disaster written all over it. But it's still, even still, like Morey does get the big names in. He gets the talented players in. That's why I think that they should go ace because it kind of fits in that mold. And I'm high on Jared McCain, so I think that Jared and Tyrese are a good backcourt.
Yeah,
and I think you just need to
like that.
And you need to start fresh. You need to just go young, let Ace and Jared and Tyrese figure this thing out. Because Joel, you can keep Joel even, honestly. Like, he's still, he could still probably get you 20 and 10 easily. But it's just like, you got to get rid of Paul George. Is Lowry still on the team? Let Drummond walk. Like, let all these old dudes go. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
I say give it one more shot. That's how I feel. Because they had injuries last year, and they never got to play with Embiid. So I would say give it one more shot. Like, see, like I say give up at All-Star. Like, give up at the trade deadline. If it really, y'all really see, like, give up before the trade deadline. But I say start off trying to see if they can mesh together, if they can, like, win games. But
they're going to do it because there's so many injuries in the East. That's the only reason why they're going to like spin it back because Indiana got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would make sense. Like they spin it back. They're healthy now. They're coming back healthy. And Embiid's about to dominate again. We know what type of player he is when he plays. Like in the regular season, at least.
I'm taking under 55 games for Embiid.
Oh, we don't.
He shows me something else.
Yeah, that's fine though. Like him not playing games, cool. Like they already know. Like it's not like going to the 76ers. They don't know this nigga's gonna miss half the season. Like they know already. Like he's played. He's played less games than he's literally sat out more games than he's played. Like, you know what you're getting from him.
But that's why I said I think that's why you trade. That's why you draft Ace and try to take a suitor for Paul. If we can get rid of Kristaps Porzingis, they can get rid of Paul George. There is some team that thinks Paul George is still the guy he was in OKC.
I would say, but Paul George was hurt last year. And this is unbiased. He's my Brandon, for reference, he's my favorite player of all time. Paul George, my favorite player of all time. Okay. But this is unbiased. I do believe that they should just like he was injured and he was playing with no help. Like they were playing with nobody. His best player was Jared McCain. Like the best player next to him was Jared McCain. And he was a rookie. So I'm saying I understand. And then Paul George was hurt. He had the hyperextended knee. He was trying to play, trying to do all that. He'd be letting the media get in his head and he started doing more than he has to. Like if you're hurt, don't play. Like, but
this is the other thing. He's not liked in Philadelphia. So I live in Philly.
Oh, yeah,
I went to the Celtics and Sixers game. And Paul George was giving you nothing. Like he was as lifeless as I've ever seen him. And I actually do like watching Paul George play. But like seeing him live in a Sixers uniform was depressing. Like it was just like
he didn't
everything that was enjoyable about him was gone. And
he don't want to go. He don't want to be here.
No, he wanted the money. That was it.
Yeah. We knew that though. Like we knew from the bubble that this nigga, like his mental wasn't strong enough to do certain stuff. Like, so why would you go to Philadelphia? Like
out of all places.
Like, why would you go to Philly? Like, I get it. They gave him the 4-year deal. They gave him the money.
Detroit.
I get it, but like, why would you do that knowing how they act? Like, me personally, if I was an athlete, I'm not going to Philly, bro. I don't care what the circumstances are.
We lucky that the Eagles won. Because if the Eagles didn't win, they would have really been on his ass for how shitty he was. We saw that Gilly the kid. So
only way I'm going to the Sixers if LeBron's there or something. Like, there's no way I'm going to the Sixers just off my own goodwill. I mean, if they're paying the most, maybe, but like they wasn't paying that much more. Like,
Philly got some work, man. If you into that thing, there's some fine women out Philly, bro.
Well, no, we don't care about that, bro. The process. Every time
players care about that type of shit, dog.
Forget about the process, bro. And think about every single player from that process, bro.
They all left mad. They all left mad.
They left mad, and they all suck, and they're all injury prone. Like, there's something wrong in that Philly shit. Like, think about Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz, injury prone, out the league.
He wanted to ride an ATV. That was his own fucking fault. Nobody told this nigga to ride an ATV. and fuck up his show.
But you know
That's
that
what happened with him.
They don't. The Sixers don't get dock points for having him on the
lying,
roster though.
and they lied too. He forgot how to shoot and all that. Like, bro, they was lying about it. If you were gonna tell the truth, because still to this day they never came out and said that happened. So I'm not believing that propaganda. No, with
ATV?
Yeah, and what happened with Ben Simmons? Didn't play his entire rookie year. What happened? Joel Embiid doesn't play at all. Like, he doesn't know what basketball is. He'd be forgetting how to play every week.
Right.
Like, so it's like you gotta kind of like. I'm not buying that. No.
I mean, it's a shitty culture. Don't get it twisted. Like they really have a lot of problems as an organization. But
going to Philly. Last thing good that happened to him was Elton Brand.
I mean, shit. Maybe that's why Ace is not interviewing there.
Probably. And like Tay said earlier, Ace want to go somewhere and be the guy.
Want to go there? Like, I mean, if put yourselves in an NBA prospect shoes. If you already know Cooper's going number 1, cool. Fuck that. Mm-hmm. We're not going number 1. We already know that. So we either going 2 or 3. You're looking at the Spurs. Like, oh shit, I would go to the Spurs, but they don't got space for you, bro.
You in Wemby's shadow. You got share the ball with Fox.
You're in Wemby's shadow. You got the reigning rookie of the year on your team. You're not getting that ball, bro. That's not his fit. Right. So he's not going there. Then on top, and you got the 76ers. 76ers, they don't really got a future. Like, they got a couple players, but they don't got a future. Like, and you know what I mean?
The ball's gonna go to Embiid first. I mean, he's out there, the ball goes through him.
Exactly. So you're gonna have to have off game. It's gonna be just like the Lakers when like LeBron and AD wouldn't play, and then Kuzma would play good when they weren't playing, but then when they were there, Kuzma would just be a non-existent again. It's kind of like that. It's gonna be. I feel like that's how Ace don't want his career to look like that. He want to take over from the beginning. He don't want to go to a team that can win games. Like, because the 76ers, they can win games based off of their roster on paper. They could have won.
I have a question for Tay, because we did talk about this off recording and whatnot. If you're Ace, what team do you actually want to go to? Like, what's the actual team you want to go to? Or is there a series of teams? Like, because I forget who's 4 to 6 or 4 to 8 even. Like, I don't know the order. But it's like, to me, Charlotte,
Utah, Washington, I think the Bulls, Nets.
It's Mavs, Spurs, 76ers, Hornets, Jazz, Wizards, Pelicans at 7, Brooklyn at 8, Raptors at 9, and who do we just trade? Phoenix at 10.
So this is my thing though. Like, the Jazz actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. I guess the Jazz would probably be the answer, maybe. But like, Charlotte has Brandon Miller and they're a joke. The Wizards have, honestly, I mean, now they got CJ McCollum, they got Chris Middleton, they have Marcus Smart, now they have Alex Sarr. They're not a good team by any means. But they have guys that are going to shoot the ball as well. And then you have the Bulls, and maybe the Bulls works. The Bulls might be a team that makes sense.
Oh, yeah,
Matas. He gonna stunt Matas' growth, bro. Matas was showing off this season. Like, I wouldn't want to do that either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gonna hurt, so he gotta go to like the Wizards or something. I feel like that's why the Wizards made this move, like, to free it up for him. Because if I'm Ace Bailey, I'm not playing with Jordan Poole. Fuck out of here. I'm not really watching him do that.
And then you got Herbert Jones and them over there too. So like,
Herbert.
To me, Tay, like, I'm curious as to what team you think he should go to.
I think Wizards would be the best fit. The Wizards they need that guy to jumpstart them. You know, they don't even have that on the roster yet. So, you know, like, if you just think about all these teams that just been bad for years that have turned it around, they drafted that guy that was like this guy's gonna be an all-star. They haven't really done that yet. Like, they have a lot of role players on their team who I do think will be valued to their team, but he has right at the Cooper flag. I mean, he's next up for, like, he could be that guy. So, yeah, like, franchise type players. So, yeah, like they
he is an upgrade from Bilal Coulibaly. I'll say that much.
It's all role play. Like, they have all role players right now, like, which is cool. But they need that star, and I don't think they drafted that just yet. So, they should take the chance on him. I mean, you know.
Oh, no. I think any team that's 3 to 8 should pick him. That's my thing. I think he should be picked next after Dylan Harper or Cooper Flag and Dylan Harper. But my thing is like if Ace don't want to play with the Sixers, which is fair because again they're a mess. I don't think that they're like the Heat to me. They don't know what they want to be. Like they have no direction whatsoever. To me, it's like if you want to go to one of these bad teams and be the guy, what's the one team that you're looking at? Or do you think he's looking at every team being like, I can be that guy? Because again,
I'm gonna say Brooklyn.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I feel like it's an opportunity for him there. Like you got Cam Thomas, but I think D'Lo's a free agent. They got a lot of cap room. So, and honestly, even though their record wasn't great, I do think Jordi Fernandez can coach pretty well. I saw what he was doing with Schroeder and like some guys that was having career seasons under him. But then like management will come through and sit everybody, and they had Cam Thomas miss mad time from an injury. So management wanted to tank. He didn't want to tank though. So that stood out to me. I think Brooklyn's probably the best fit for him. I can see Washington. I can see Chicago as well. Chicago needs like a wing scorer. I think him and Montas can play together. Montas ain't really a ball dominant type of player. He's more of an off ball player. And Ace is more ball dominant.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what Chicago does with Kobe White. I'm hearing they want to put him on the market. Give Giddey the bag. And they're trying to trade Vucci Mane again. So I'm just trying to figure out like what their game plan is. Because this whole bottoming out the tank shit, Silver already done told everybody I ain't going for it no more. So y'all need to try to compete, try to be middle of the pack. That's the only way I'm gonna give y'all a high pick.
The only thing Silver did right.
Yeah. And I'm high on Trey Johnson out of all these players. I think he's probably one of the best in the draft. So
Texas
if I'm
card, right?
Philly, dude from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would take him over VJ Edgecombe for me personally. He can actually shoot. Edgecombe, like he's athletic. He plays with a good motor, but like he's really raw. He can't really create off the dribble that well. I wasn't really impressed with off the dribble game.
Yeah. But again, to me, it's like you already have Maxie McCain. So it's like where is he? Is he gonna be built in as a sixth man? Like because he's not how tall is he? He's like 6'3", right?
Trey Johnson?
He's not tall.
Trey like 6'5".
Trey Johnson 6'6".
Oh, yeah.
6'6".
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 6. Okay. So maybe that does make sense in some way. I mean, you got to try something different. So I'm not mad at it. I mean, if you're the Sixers, take who you ever think is best. I just think Ace is the best player, and I wouldn't care that he's not doing these interviews and all this shit. I'd be like, yo, listen.
If you're the 76ers, y'all got that reputation. Y'all can do that. Like, y'all can really – I don't care, bro. He's coming. We're going to draft him anyway.
Yeah.
Like what is he going to say? No? Like –
yeah.
One thing I heard that kind of surprised me, they saying Derek Queen's stock is dropping a lot due to conditioning. And it is like just certain things.
He don't, bro. He just like he don't play NBA basketball. Like he gonna have to be overly better than everybody else for that basketball to work, for him to have a career.
Someone said they got him falling out the lotto. If a team can get him outside the lottery, that's a win. I understand he got flaws. I see what you're saying, but that's a lottery pick, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm not sure where he would. I don't know what his projected stock is. I mean, you're saying lottery, so I'm assuming
they just said like he didn't have a good workout, so a little bit outside the lottery. They say he's first round, but like outside the top 14.
I heard he was supposed to go into the Nets. I heard the Nets were looking at him, trying to get him. That's what I said.
Kid from BYU, what's his name? Igor.
Oh, that's your guy right there.
He's the best.
That's Tajon's guy right there.
He's the best.
He's the best.
So where do you have Igor going since you're so high on him?
Washington.
You got all these guys going to Washington.
He's a big ass point guard,
man.
Come on, you know I'm not gonna miss out on a 6'10" point guard.
Yeah, like he's a point guard. Like he's nice. Like I mean, I respect it.
Yeah,
I don't really care about this draft.
If both of them are in there, Ace and Igor, who would you like as a Wizards front office? Who would you rather have at that point?
Oh no, you go with Ace.
Okay.
Igor is like later on. Yeah, Igor is
I gotta
later
see
on.
what objectivity we got. That's all.
Yeah. No. Ace is the second best player in the draft, in my opinion. Like he has the defensive upside. Like I think Ace is the second best player in the draft, but it's just his attitude got to be a little better. But
I like Trey Johnson more than
I think he
others.
has a plan. I think he has a plan. So it's like if that's his plan, then he'll be it. Because I don't think I've seen Ace Bailey talk. I've seen him hoop. I've watched him in high school. I've watched him in college. He don't seem like that type of kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he don't seem
It's
like
his agent. Fucking Sharif Cooper's dead, bro.
Yeah,
that's what's fucking
that's what I'm
everything.
saying. So it's
I was
like,
just gonna say, yeah.
he don't like. So I mean, and I feel like NBA teams know it's not him, but they're not trying to deal with that. They I just don't want him to go too hard to the point where he makes an example out of himself.
Right. I mean, that would be unfortunate.
Like Shedeur, like literally like Shedeur. Shedeur, he went too hard, and they made an example out of him. Don't go too hard and let them make an example out of you. Like, I get it. You don't want to go to work hours. You don't want to play for the 76ers. Cool. But, like, don't go too crazy. Like, because that could bite you in the back.
The only good thing about that is, I mean, Ace is a relatively quiet guy. Shedeur really isn't. So, and then also, Shedeur didn't ever have the talent that, like, in terms of their respective sports, like, Ace's talent is way better than Shedeur.
Yeah.
So, like, they could make a complete example.
Like, Shedeur definitely had to work harder to get nice at what he does. Yeah.
Exactly.
I get what you mean.
So, like, Ace is still going to be a top 10 pick. It's just like the teams that, the Sixers, they might talk and he might fall out of the top 5, but then he goes to what team he wants to and does what he needs. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Any other players that y'all intrigued about before we go to trades? Then we'll wrap it up after trades. But let's say you got the kid from St. Joe's, Fleming. I've been hearing a lot about him. I'm hearing a lot about Cedric Coward from Washington.
You care about Walter?
I'm a little skeptical because he's older, man. I don't like.
Yeah, like do y'all care about that? Like, because they keep talking about being like, y'all care about that?
I think he can be a rotation guy, but as far as a star, I'm not big on 24-year-olds coming from college to NBA and being a star. Like, that's not really a thing. So I just see a role player, like Landry Shamet, but a little bit better. Like, kind of what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
Landry Shamet would be not great.
That's previous. I'm not letting nobody call me Landry Shamet.
Landry Shamet been in the league, 8 years now? Y'all feel like Clayton could be a star? Y'all see that?
Not star, but Landry Shamet is like someone you don't want to have to put him in the game.
I just said a little better. Maybe that was a little harsh, I guess. But
they got.
You should have said like Cole Anthony or something.
They got the Jazz taking Jeremiah Fears at 5.
Yeah, a lot of people are high on Fears. I think Fears can play. He's tough. But, like, I don't know what they're doing because they drafted a point guard last year.
Oh, yeah, they got Ace Bailey dropping the number 6 to the Wizards. Like, they really got him going number 6 to the Wizards.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And I think they're even going to draft Knipple over him just because he's, like, more mature, right? Like, I actually do think Knipple's a good player. It would be weird to see him in a Charlotte Hornets uniform. I don't know how that's going to coexist. It would feel like Gordon Hayward on the Hornets, where it's just like it doesn't make any sense. Like none of these guys rock with him. Like it just like I don't know. Like Gordon Hayward doesn't really like. It was like Gordon Hayward was there, just being like these young kids are annoying as fuck.
Oh yeah, I went to a game. That was his energy, like for real. He was walking through like
he was going to the Hawks, to the Hawks. They got Igor going to the Hawks.
No, never mind. Cancel
Derek Queen to the Thunder. Number 15 to the Thunder. Oh my God.
That'd be ridiculous.
They better not get him onto the Thunder. No. They're gonna have him sitting on a bench. He's gonna be in the G League hooping.
I know.
That'd be ridiculous. So honestly, I would want to see Trey Johnson in Charlotte. Like all the teams in top 10. And I think Fears is good. I think Fears in Utah would be nice.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think Trey and Charlotte would also make a bit of sense too. I really don't like anything about Charlotte outside of their coach.
Oh, I get it. I get it. They be on bullshit.
Yeah. Like you gotta deal with die. Yeah, you gotta deal with Miles Bridges. You gotta deal with Brandon Miller getting all the shots. LaMelo Ball is already, to me, I'm already off LaMelo. So it's just like I just don't know what that team is trying to do at all. Like not a clue.
It's because they made the wrong decision with that pick.
Which one?
Which pick?
Brandon Miller. You know who they should have got. They should have got first team all defense.
Miller's been cool his first few years though.
Yeah,
He's an Amen Thompson stan. I don't know if you know Brandon, but he's an Amen Thompson stan. Yeah. That's what I was about. But.
I mean, hey,
we'll talk
I'm
about
not
the
gonna lie
trades
to
in a
you.
second. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about the trades in a second. Don't worry.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably would take Amen Thompson over.
He's he's first team all defense in his second year in NBA. No,
That's
it's Wemby then Amen. It's Wemby Amen, then there's a gap. I'm not hearing nothing else.
And
Brandon just got to stay healthy. Yeah. I feel what you're saying, but Brandon hasn't been bad to start his career. Now you was right about Scoot, but
I will say this though. I think Brandon on any other team probably. I think it's just he's on the Hornets. I really think that's all it is. It's like anyone on the Hornets, I'm just not a fan of, just because they have no fucking clue what they're doing ever.
Right. But now we're gonna finish up with these trades. It's been multiple moves. This is June 24th. We're just gonna start off with the biggest one so far. KD to the Rockets. Yeah, him for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and 5 second-round picks. The Suns got the number 10 pick as well. So I'll just start off with Darius for a second, since he's been an Amen Thompson supporter, the Rockets guy for a while. So what do you feel like this KD to the Rockets move does as far as the Rockets trajectory?
Man, this is what we prayed for. Everybody that's been watching, no, man, that's what I wanted for the whole year, man. KD, man, get KD, and I don't care. I'm mad Fred's still on the team, but KD on the team, so I'll take it. Like, you know what I mean? I wanted to keep Dylan Brooks, but it's KD. Like, Dylan Brooks, sorry, somebody had to get it, and you was the person to get it. You the oldest, like, we get it, and you had that fat contract, so you know what I mean? But he knew who he wanted to play with. He went there to play with this guy specifically, because he knew we all know exactly what he looked like. And that's exactly what the Rockets were missing last season, is they missed that one fucking person that could get a bucket when they needed them to consistently. No one could do it, and that's why I don't understand why we kept Fred. Like, I get getting rid of Jalen Green, but why didn't you get rid of Fred too? Like, he's the most inconsistent. Bro. All right. But enough about Fred VanVleet. He's not going to really matter when you got KD and Amen on the same court. Because what are you going to do? You're going to double KD? You know who's coming back door. Who had the most dunks at the small forward position, shooting guard, and point guard position? Amen Thompson. Like, you can't. There's only so much you can do. I don't know why they won't let him play point guard, play his natural position, but hopefully that does happen. Hopefully Fred don't play this year or something, and then they let him in play point guard, and we can see him at his full potential. But I don't see anybody beating the Rockets right now. The defense was already impeccable. They didn't really lose anything necessarily. They lost Dylan Brooks, but we had Tari Eason to back him, Tari Eason to fill right into that role. And then we lost Jalen Green, but we got Kevin Durant. So it's like, and then fuck them picks. Like, weak ass 5 seconds, and y'all can have that first round pick too. Y'all can have that shit. We don't need that. Like, no. What's the point? Like, I don't see nobody beating the Rockets. Whoever it is, Rockets in 4, Thunder, Rockets in 4, Pacers, Rockets in 4, Celtics, Rockets in 4, Knicks, Rockets in 4. It doesn't matter who you say, Rockets in 4. Thank you.
I'm assuming you're a Rockets fan. Is that?
Yes, okay. I'm an Amen Thompson fan, and I am a Rockets fan because of Amen Thompson. Okay. I was recently a Nuggets fan, but Amen Thompson, and then they got KD. I completely made the switch. Fuck the Nuggets. They fire head coaches and shit. They don't know what they're doing.
You don't even have a team, man. You just a fan of players.
No, I did. I was a Nuggets fan, but I'm a Rockets fan now. Because I was a Amen Thompson fan, like staying OG.
He was in high school.
Paul George ruined me following players to teams. Paul George ruined me following players to teams when he went to the Thunder, because he was cool. Then he played with Russell Westbrook. You're not winning over there. You're ruining my life. Like, you know what I mean? Too much like, I can't keep. And then he wanted me to go. He wanted to go to the Clippers. I'm not about to be a Clippers fan. You want to go to the 76ers? I'm damned if I'm going to follow you at the end of your career when you doing that. Like, no. But I was on Amen Thompson before he got to the league. Called it out. Should have went number 2. Niggas should have listened. Shouldn't have drafted Poop Henderson. But we don't trade. You got to keep in mind, Dame got traded off the team for Scoot Henderson. Dame got the foot in the ass for Scoot Henderson. Like,
that is crazy when you say it out loud.
Like, yeah, they got rid of Dame for Scoot Henderson. Like, think about that. Like, that was the trade that was made.
So
Like,
I felt like Phoenix should have got back one of the young boys from Houston. Like, I would have held out for Reed Shepherd or Cam Whitmore, or at least Jabari Smith. Like, you would have had to come off one of them motherfuckers. You want to give me inefficient ass, inconsistent Jalen Green and the bricklayer Dylan Brooks? Like, I guess Dylan Brooks is cool for culture.
what you mean? No, timeout. We not about timeout. We not about to disrespect Dylan Brooks like he didn't have a season last year. He played really good last year.
He was solid last year, but in his career, he's a bricklayer.
He's one of the most consistent shooters for the Rockets. Like, you can't, even though his jumper be changing, he be doing a little flick shit. He was hitting them bitches. He was doing turnaround post fades. He was doing shit I ain't never seen him do before. So, and he brought that energy. So I'm not gonna. I wanted to keep Dylan Brooks. I'm not gonna hate on Dylan Brooks. I used to hate Dylan Brooks before he went to the Rockets. I was like, this nigga ass. But me watching him play and watching him develop his game and actually get better playing for the Rockets, like, bro, Dylan Brooks gets all the flowers from me, bro. Like, because
he'll probably play well bringing the culture to Phoenix, but they had 7 coaches in 7 years.
Oh, Phoenix is a dumpster fire. We don't.
Yeah, that's on like Booker just want to get.
And then they got the only other person besides LeBron to have a no trade clause on their team. So
yeah, that is wild.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's even gonna pick him up.
Only other player is LeBron James.
It's ridiculous.
Only other player ever is LeBron James. It's a LeBron James who has no trade clause. LeBron James and who was the other guy? Bradley Beal. Like, come on. Who gave him that contract?
Washington.
I hope, I'm saying who is he still have? Does he still have a job?
No, he does not.
Okay, making sure.
Let that man go.
As long as he's not playing for, he's not helping nobody team out.
Brandon and Tay, what are y'all thoughts about the Rockets deal? Then we'll move on to these other deals that Hedman. We'll wrap up.
The Rockets definitely got better with it. They filled a spot that, that was a big need for them. They didn't have the score. That was the main thing I always say. I'd be like, where are they gonna get this offense from? Mm-hmm. And they got it now. They lost Dylan Brooks, but I do think Tari Eason is very capable in doing Dylan Brooks' role. KD can come in and just be himself. Rockets are gonna be an even better team. It could get the 2 seed again. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Just the only thing that worries me is health, because KD is an injury prone guy as well. He's gonna be 37 when the season starts. So you're just gonna have to pray for him to be healthy, because he hasn't been healthy. He has not.
I don't think that's an issue though with the Rockets. I don't think that's an issue. Like,
no KD, no KD. Nobody's scared of the Rockets. Like, it's the same.
No,
thing.
I'm saying I get what you're saying. It's the same thing as it's the same thing as last year without KD. But I feel like Jabari solidified himself last year. Like, he started to evolve. Like, he's still not that number 3 pick that we thought he was going to be.
I think he gets a little too much gas, man. I don't view him as an untouchable player like that. I'm sorry.
Neither.
No, it's just because he's young, and then on top of that, they wanted KD. KD is like, he can literally ride KD's coattails like this and learn from him. Like, he can literally grab his shorts and learn from him. Like, he's tall, he has the shooter's touch, he can move his body. He's not like, bro, he has
he has skills. He hasn't put it together enough for me to just say.
I get it, but if you're working with him every day, you're gonna pick some shit up, bro. So if he does this the right way, he can turn himself into a different player.
I need to see it, bro. Straight up.
He asking to hit the lottery, bro.
No, but I'm saying
I need to see it.
Like, bro, but think about it. You get to watch this nigga work every time. He the same height as you. He can shoot. You can shoot the ball.
Didn't he ask Tatum, how do you deal with being a bum in the league? Didn't he say something like that?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
When you don't live up to the pick, I lived up to the pick. What do you mean? Like, that was a dumb. That was dumb.
Hell.
He asked Tatum talking about some. What did you do when you don't live up to the pick, nigga?
Tatum
lived up to the pick. Why would you ask?
Can't relate, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Like,
so I don't view him as this. He's a cool role player, but the fact that they was making him untouchable, and they was like, "Yo, we can't afford to lose." I just don't look at Jabari Smith like that. He hasn't shown me enough for the number 3 overall pick for me to view him in that light.
I get what you're saying. I'm not saying look at him as a number 3 overall pick. That shit's cooked. He was not. He should never went number 3. We all knew that. Like everybody right now knows that Jabari Smith going.
They was talking about making him number one. He had a lot of
yeah,
gas
I know he
coming
almost
over,
went
man.
number one, but we know that's not a good thing. But he's a good role player right now. Like he can play for a lot of teams right now and be that guy that comes off the bench and shoots the ball. He could even start for a lot of teams right now. Like he's not a bad basketball player. He's just not Paolo. Like you know what I mean? Like he's just not Paolo.
Yeah, he just didn't turn out to be that guy.
Yeah, like he just. But on this team, he couldn't even be that guy if he wanted to. Like really, he couldn't be.
He had the chance. He tried.
Yeah, but now it's too late. Like that shit's cooked. So what he's doing right now, he should literally learn as much as he can from KD while he's there. Like literally learn it. Like bro, y'all got the build that you got the same build, bro. You may not be able to be KD, but if you can get anywhere near something close to that, you're going to be overly effective in the league. Like if like imagine the Rockets, like KD retires and the Rockets don't lose a step, or it's not that noticeable that they lost a step. That's gonna be crazy.
I mean, they were still able to hold on to a lot of draft picks.
They held on to a lot of draft picks.
Draft picks from the next trade. Draft picks from a couple other trades. So cool.
And then on top of that, young players. They still got young players backed up waiting. They still we kept Cam Whitmore and
Reed
Shepherd. And Tari Eason and Jabari Smith. People want Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith is wanted. Like that's why they said no, we're not giving him up. Yeah. They was trying not to give him up. I don't know why they ended up folding, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Two things before we move on. One, obviously, it's a great trade for the Rockets. They gave up pretty much nothing for KD. I mean, as little as possible to give up to get KD. Because I'm not even worried about the injury shit. My worry is I'm hoping KD doesn't do the same shit he did with the last two teams and be like, we need a big three. That shit is done. It is not working out. Be surrounded with these young dudes, Amen Thompson, Şengün, Jabari Smith, all these guys.
That's the big three right there.
That is, but
I
don't want him. But I'm saying like I don't want him asking for trades to get Kyrie back and all this shit.
Yeah, get the old heads back. That's what he's saying.
He's 30. He's about to be 37. That shit's cooked. And Ime's not going for none of that.
Let that young team thrive under you. Don't do the same shit you've been doing, please. Because he does this with he gets every organization. That's why they gave up nothing, was because every time Houston offered something up, KD's like, I'm not going. That was all last year until it got to this point where all they were giving up is Jalen Green, who sucks, and Dylan Brooks. He played it the right way. He literally killed his trade side. He was 100%. Like, it don't matter. I'm not gonna be here this offseason. That's a fact. It's a business. They be playing them like a business. He gotta play them like a business. Niggas trade you without telling you every day. Like niggas got traded while he was on stage. I mean, KD probably wanted that trade. He probably knew it was coming, but the other people involved. Wait, CJ McCollum didn't want to go to the damn Wizards. No. What I mean? He did not want to go to the Wizards at this time in his career. You think he wanted to go to the Wizards? Nah, it's a business. It's like if you don't play them, they're gonna play you.
On a side note, that Heat offer was a poo-poo platter, dog.
And they didn't want to give it up.
Niggas said no, Hayward. No, bro.
Jaume Oscar, they didn't want to give up him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yo, all of them suck. None of them are good.
We ain't want to touch Jovic. We ain't want to touch Jaime Jaquez Jr. Hayward Highsmith can't go for KD. Like, nigga, what?
It was better off that they didn't make that trade though, because what are you trading for KD for?
Man, that'd be better what they got going on now, bro.
But
they have no direction.
This ensures this should point them more in the Rebo direction than to try to keep on.
Pat Riley's gonna try to trade for DeRozan. Watch.
That's a fact. Also, to the Suns too. What the fuck are they doing? I don't.
Oh, they got no game plan, dog.
No,
This
is what's killing me. They got the best version of Bradley Beal. They got the worst version of Bradley Beal while also employing Bradley Beal. What are they going to do with those? I know they're going to flip one of them, but what are they doing with those three people?
What you mean one of them? They can only flip two of them. There's only two of them they can flip. And they gotta try to
hold on to Jalen, bro.
They gotta try to flip Jalen Green because Bradley.
They're going to try to get Bradley up out of it. They say even they got to buy his contract out.
Yeah, they're gonna have to buy. That's the only way they're gonna have to do it. And they're buying him out. They're wasting hella money trying to buy that nigga out of that extra large contract, double X.
Whatever.
and that leaves Devin Booker in hell, which I mean I kind of feel bad for, because like he was 2 games away from winning a championship, and now he's playing with Jalen Green. Like,
I mean,
come on,
he already the franchise leading scorer, and they're going to sign him to a 2-year, $150 million deal. The $75 million a year, I'll deal with it for 2 years. And be like, hey man, we ain't winning enough here. I want to go. I'll pull one of them moves.
as he should, because this is a mess. This is a complete and utter mess. Like,
I'm getting that 2-year 150 though.
The Bradley Beal trade never made sense to begin with, because
At all.
like, you have Devin Booker, and he's much better throughout his whole career. At any point, Devin Booker was better. I don't understand that trade whatsoever. It never made sense. I'm glad KD got out of there. I think he deserves one more year, like a couple more years of or one more team rather of championship. At least get him to the playoffs. That's all I want. I want to see KD in the playoffs.
I feel you on that. So we're going to breeze through these trades really quickly. Like, got some people that's got to swerve soon. But shout out to Brad Stevens with a genius move, trading Drew Holiday to the Blazers for Anthony Simons and 2 second-round picks.
Pizza parties with teacher slices.
Hey, man, we got a 19-point per game score for the low, and we saved money. And we got a shit contract off the book. So I don't want to hear none of that hating ass shit, man.
Yo,
shout out to Drew for what he did to us as far as
Drew Holiday on the defensive teams?
You said what?
No.
Was Drew Holiday on the defensive team this
Not
year?
this year.
No, I don't think he played. I don't even think he played enough to.
Nah, he didn't.
No, he
But
was out with
honestly,
a injury.
him and Tumani Kamara, that's a hell of a defensive backcourt. Kamara be strapping shit up.
Yeah, he does. Definitely.
So that's a good backcourt. Denny Avia had a career year. Shaden Sharp, he looked like he was turning corners second half of last year.
Yeah, it's just why is Drew there? Like, I don't get why he's
so.
there.
Like I was telling Tay, like a lot of these GMs look at names rather than like what a player has done recently, and they saw that Drew got us over the hump and Milwaukee over the hump. So they're like, "Hey, man, we finished second half of last year strong. Let's bring Drew in as a guy who can get us over the hump, maybe take us to a playoff spot." And Brad was able to convince. I don't know why they gave us 2 extra second-round picks with
Not a clue.
Anthony Simons. I don't know what that's about, but they just feel like Drew can get him over the hump.
Anthony, I understand, because even though we have him, like, I'm gonna hype the shit out of him up. Like, he doesn't really fit what the Blazers are trying to do, because he's been there for 7 years, which I did not even realize. He's been there for a long ass time, considering the fact. So like, Simons, like, that made sense to get rid of him because you already have young guards and Scoot and Shaden Sharp that you're trying to implement, plus whatever. And I think Drew does implement some type of culture in some way, shape, or form, right? Like play hard defense and all that shit. But like, the 2 picks is blowing my mind, because how did I just don't understand. He's 37, making $100 million the next 3 years. Like, how did he pull that off? I don't understand.
Brad must be a really nice GM to talk to in these deals, bro. They be giving us extra
sweet talk.
Yeah, like it's something. I don't know what it is. I don't love the second trade we made, the Porzingis for Georges Niang in the second round pick. But I'll just say this: Porzingis, he only played 40% of the games the past 2 years. He was only available for about 3 or 4 playoff games the past 2 years. And when he did play, he averaged 5 points and 4 rebounds against the Knicks. And I want to say he shot 20% against the Magic in the first round. So we had to get rid of him. Like, he was so problematic as a player. I do feel like we need to get another front court player, but he had to go, man. For $30 million a year, he didn't contribute to our 1 championship, and he came back the next year. Like, people thought he had AIDS, dog. That's how bad his conditioning was.
So what is it?
On Twitter was talking about he had HIV. Nobody knows. That's the fucked up part. Like, no doctor gave him an official diagnosis. It was like he just got respiratory problems. Like, he's got a mystery illness. He can't breathe. That's all they kept saying. Like, yo, what the fuck you got going on? Some people thought it was long COVID. Some people thought it was AIDS. Some people thought it was mono. Like, it was really like all types of shit going around. Like, nobody knew. I thought he had Graves' disease. It kind of reminded me of some shit I was going through. Like, oh, it was hard for him to catch his breath and breathe. Like, it was crazy, man. But
this nigga Jeff said, "Shit, I was short of breath. I don't know. It sounded about familiar."
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, agents kept saying, "Oh, it's an illness." I don't know. He lost weight too, so I lost a lot of weight. I lost like 50, 60 pounds at one point when I was going through it. So I'm like, yo, does niggas have Graves' disease? What the fuck? But nobody knows, yo.
I will say, as talented as he is, he's one of the most frustrating players I've ever watched in my life.
Absolutely.
Bro, do you know who Porzingis was supposed to be, bro?
Like, you don't get it till he's on your team, Darius. You don't get it till he's on your team, dog.
He's on my team.
Here's the thing.
He was nice on the Knicks. Like, I used to be like, Porzingis is one of them guys.
What do you want to say, Brandon?
This is my thing. When he came here, I wasn't even expecting that. I was expecting 15 to 20 points a game on decent shooting, like on good shooting.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even give me that for, most of his time here. Like, again, the game one finals, thankful for him. Thankful for Drew as well. But there was nobody more frustrating to watch in my Celtics lifetime than Kristaps, given the talent he has and even the medium expectations I had for him. Like,
you had to watch Gordon Hayward. Don't lie.
Hayward got hurt.
I said one.
Hayward got hurt.
Gordon was number one. Let's get that clear. Gordon and Marcus Smart are my top two. But like,
yo, why do y'all hate Marcus Smart? Yo, what is that a common Celtics thing? Why do y'all hate him, bro?
Okay.
I hate Marcus. He just the thing with Marcus is like he made some incredible plays. He also made some of the dumbest shit. Did the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Bro is a 30% 3-point shooter, taking 30-foot shots every time, and I'm like, bro, you are not that guy. You're just not. You're fantastic.
You see how I feel about Fred VanVleet then? So
it's worse for Marcus, bro. It's worse for Marcus, bro.
Oh no, Fred be playing 40 minutes, bro, and he be 3 for 14 in 40 minutes.
That's that Marcus Smart special. Like he would do the same.
They the same nigga.
I'm only talking in Celtics history. I'm not talking in all time. I'm talking Celtics history here. Marcus Smart is up there. Gordon Hayward's number one. Marcus Smart, even though he actually turned out to be really well, he was also very frustrating to watch at times.
DPOY.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that was a good year. That was like the only year I was fucking with him, yo.
That and the 28. I fucked with him a lot, but like he just made me more mad than I would have liked, honestly, watching him play. But yeah, Kristaps is in the top 5. Like he just
absolutely.
Given his talent, what he should have done, it was just it was a rough watch. With that being said, I mean, I know we weren't going to get much for him, but like I'm not really a huge fan of Georges Niang, whatever his name is. Like I just there's nothing I like about that dude. Nothing.
You got yourself a dog.
You got yourself.
It's like if we traded for Caleb Martin, I would have just been like, bro, no, absolutely not. Absolutely
this was even worse.
No,
Caleb, even worse.
I got beef with Caleb for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I
got beef with
understand
Caleb forever. That man turned into the prime Scottie Pippen against us. I was fucking pissed.
60% from the fucking field.
I won
20 points a game. All that bullshit, that fake ass series.
By the way, he should have been the Eastern Conference Finals MVP too. While we're at it, since he was doing all that shit.
Shit was ridiculous. But
it pissed me off.
Briefly,
I'm happy Kristaps gone.
So I feel like the Magic kind of overpaid for Desmond Bane with the 4 first-round picks, especially seeing what we got for Simons. Y'all got any thoughts about that? Huh? Yeah, like 4 first-round picks is like, damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, not a huge fan. I mean, I'm a huge fan in terms of the fit. The amount of stuff you gave up for him is shocking. He's younger, I guess. Like he's a consistent 40% 3-point shooter. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
In some way, I don't know. Maybe in the Magic's mind, at least. Anyway, I don't know.
I mean, it do make sense. They needed the shooting. They needed the shot creation, and he gets 5 assists per game too. Like he's a better playmaker than giving credit for. But I'm not giving up 4 first-round picks for the man. I feel like that was a little excessive. Maybe 2, but 4? That was a lot.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as and I'm saying this as a team. They beat us in the playoffs, but like it's not as like crazy as like 5 for Michael, right? But like
fuck them.
he might be in that same realm of like he might not get all the touches he thinks he's gonna get with Paolo and Franz there. So it's like, does he get stuck in that Michael Bridges role where you kind of forget he's there offensively? Like, I don't know. And he's not as good defensively as Michael either.
I see differently than that though, because like with the Knicks, I get why they gave up so much for Michael, because it's like they're planning on being good for years. So who are they really gonna get with them picks? Why wouldn't you, like, you know what I mean? Like they plan the amount of like the contract that they got, they're gonna be good for those amount of years. Based on their roster, everybody's there for 3 years plus.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are those picks gonna do for us? Who we about to get? We gonna pray we get Jokic at 30? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point. Like,
no.
So I feel like that's a little different. The Desmond Bane thing is just dumb. Like that, they just was throwing picks around it. Like Memphis be ass. Like that didn't make no sense.
I think Memphis makes a move for somebody. Like, since they got these 4 draft picks, I don't know who they trade for.
Got to get somebody to play when Ja's not playing, when Ja's hurt.
I heard they looking at Malik Monk. That's something I saw on Twitter earlier today.
Nah, that sucks.
The fuck?
That sucks.
They gonna play together?
I don't know. I just heard they're interested in Malik Monk. That's something I saw earlier.
What are they gonna do? Oh, well, I mean, they need somebody to play point guard when Jai's not playing. Like the half of the season when he's not playing, they got to have somebody
Cole Anthony's there technically, even though he's not a point. But
but it's like, you know what it's like? It's like in the NFL when they get a backup quarterback that has the same play style as the starting quarterback, just not as good at it. That's why they're gonna get Malik Monk, because he do the same exact thing as Jai.
I mean, they got Cole Anthony, they got Scottie Pippen Jr. there, so it's not they don't have any guard play.
Yeah, I don't hate what Memphis like. I don't hate what Memphis is right now, I guess, but it's like also at the same time, like I don't like Jaren Jackson.
Memphis is like a lower tier Thunder. Like they're like one of them teams. Like
Jaren Jackson Jr. to me is a little bit like disgraceful. Like he's 6'11" and can't rebound for shit.
Right.
Like for shit. I think he averages less than like Luka.
Bro, they want him. The Knicks want him bad. The Knicks want him bad.
And I don't know why. I really don't. I understand defensively he's great.
Why wouldn't he fit?
What?
He doesn't rebound. You know how
we don't need him to rebound. We are the best at that. Nobody's out rebounding us. Come on. Y'all both watch the games. Nobody's out rebounding.
But you're gonna have to give up players that rebound to get him who doesn't rebound.
Not really. Yeah. Our whole team crashes for boards. OG's getting 6. Josh Hart's getting 8. Cat's getting 12. Not really. Only person that does not rebound is Brunson. Everyone else is crashing. Like that's our thing. So I mean, he don't have to rebound. Yeah, and we're still gonna get bored. Cat he almost led the league in rebound. Like we don't. Jaren Jackson doesn't need to rebound. He doesn't. And we might influence rebounding to him. Who knows? Because Cat wasn't this. You gotta think Cat wasn't this rebounder last year in Minnesota. He didn't have to. But when he knew, I gotta get some more boards. He was top 5 rebounds. So like OG didn't crash the boards like this. Bridges did. Like nobody did. Like it's like a Knicks culture. You gotta go for boards. Your last name not Brunson. You gotta get the boards.
But the Knicks culture wasn't that really set under Tom Thibodeau, who you just
but I think if the players are still intact, it should for the most part stay. It may look a little different. I think the offense needs change, if anything.
For sure.
Because we need to shoot more threes. That's the thing. We gotta shoot more threes.
So y'all need to adapt the Celtics game plan, is what you saying.
Oh, our whole team
No. We gotta adapt our game plan. We shot way too many last year. We need to shoot more mid-range, more posts. That's what we
got him going early. Got him going with 3 words. They get him going.
No, because we literally lost multiple games to these Knicks by chucking too many threes, bro. That's why I like the Simons pickup. Simons, he's a guard that can get into the paint. He can finish at the rim. He can get to the free throw line, and he can shoot the 3. So he's not just one-dimensional. Like Pritchard, as good as he is, he don't get to the paint consistently enough. He's small. Whenever we play athletic teams or teams that can defend, they take him out the game. And look at his numbers against contenders. They took him out the game. So I don't look at him as a future star. He's just a 6-man. Simons can actually get to the paint and finish consistently through traffic. That's what we needed badly. I love Derek. Derek can't really break dudes down from dribbling crazy on shot like that. He got a float. That's it.
Nah. I agree. I agree with that. I don't know. I agree with that.
Any final trades y'all think is going to happen over these next few days? Oh, and real quick, do y'all think Poole to New Orleans does anything worth a damn? Or I might even want to discuss the Washington side.
I see why they did it. Cool, they're just trying to stay young.
Yeah,
That's
another one I don't hate. I mean, I hate it for the Wizards because I don't know why you're picking up CJ McCollum.
They trying to free up money because
he's on a expiring deal,
gone. Middleton will be gone. So they're taking all the old guys. So I guess they're trying to sign someone big. Like next year. I guess I haven't seen the free agency yet, but that's probably what they
said. They're gonna have $126 million in cap space next year.
That's why. Like they're just trying to, they might be able to sign 2 guys. Like who knows? But
that makes sense then. Okay. So that checks out. I guess with Poole, it's just like the Wizards. He was never going to be good on the Wizards. That roster construction they had, it just didn't make sense.
Right.
I guess Pelicans have some guys that are competitive. But
where's Malcolm Brogdon?
I think
he's still watching. Stress.
I hate his accessories. Like he sucks. Like, bro, can we not remember like his media day with the Celtics? Do y'all remember his media day with the Celtics?
Number 70 something. He's
70 something. He had no accessories. He had the longest shorts I've ever seen in my life. He had weak ass shorts and crew socks on. He had weak ass black shoes and crew socks on. I was like, God damn, he looked like ass. Like
he created NBA 2K player for sure.
Yo, no, he looked like AI player. He don't look like creative. He looked like you just put him on the team with you, just throw him in there with you and had him run. Like that shit was bad. And Malcolm Brogdon, like I'll never forget when he like dunked on LeBron in the playoffs and dunked on Kyrie. Remember when he was doing that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll never forget that. But bro, he sucked back then too. I was looking back. I'm like, yo, he didn't always wear this. Yes, he did.
The mohawk.
The big ass faux hawk. Like yo, like
zero swagger to him. Zero.
Yeah.
Absolutely tragic look wise, but I kind of forgot he was in the league too. To be honest,
you see, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like he wanted them. It's like, bro, where you at? Like
I heard RJ Barrett. He gonna get traded.
Shopping him. I thought RJ was the heart and soul of that team.
Nah, once they bought him BI, I knew he was gonna be expendable.
But why wouldn't they play them all together though? That kind of
that's too much.
They don't want to see that.
It's Scotty Barnes, it's him, it's BI. Then you got IQ. Then they're gonna try to trade for somebody, from what I heard.
They got Grady Dick as well. So.
Yeah, Grady too. So
and they got Poeltl's a center.
But don't RJ play defense? How wouldn't you keep RJ? RJ do it all.
RJ had a good year last year. I'm surprised they want to flip him.
Bro, he's the best player on their team. Like, I'm not even like no troll shit. Like, he's literally the best player on the team. Like,
he was getting boards. He was passing last year. He had a really good year.
Oh my God, bro, Scotty can leave if that. Like, bro, he don't shoot the ball. Bye.
Yeah, Scotty can go. I mean, also, I thought Brandon Ingram. I'm very low on Brandon Ingram anyway. Like, I don't know why you made that trade in the first place.
Hey.
They made the trade, then they gave him an extension. That's what made it crazy. Like they extended him.
If we couldn't get KD, I wanted BI. Like if we couldn't get KD, I wanted BI.
But why give him a 3-year extension before you see him play with them?
That's what I mean. I think Jabari Smith could be Brandon Ingram. That's what.
Absolutely not.
I think Jabari Smith could be Brandon Ingram.
No.
Behind KD, I think Jabari Smith, his peak would be Brandon Ingram. That's what I think.
I think I'm gonna win $1 million tomorrow.
That's my prediction. That's what I want him to do. I'm not saying that's what he's gonna do because he's the number 3 pick. He should have been nice, like you know what I mean. But if that's like the best case scenario is if he came back and he was just like Brandon Ingram.
Bi has been a 20 point per game scorer. I don't see that with Jabari. I'm sorry.
I'm saying when KD leaves, if he
I don't see Jabari.
I also think Brandon Ingram is one of the most disappointing players too. Right. He can't get you over 25, but he won't get you under 20. Like that's just his whole career. I hate it. I hate watching him play. It's awful. He can't get you to 25. He can't get you to that elite scoring level, but he damn sure not gonna miss 20. He's gonna live in that 22 to 23 range.
If you replace him with Jason Tatum, he do the same thing.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah, you better turn off that camera too.
Yeah, like you know that shit ain't true. That's a good stopping point too. I know y'all got your 2K shit going on.
Brandon not even better than Jaylen Brown. Please.
That's a
Jaylen
fact.
Brown better than JT, so I don't care. Like,
oh, so yeah, all right. Yeah, now we just talking to talk.
Right.
Now we just talking to talk.
So
you're wearing your jersey like Nelly. Let's end this shit.
you can see, so we can push the Amenda. Yes. He's the best number one to ever touch the Rockets. He's the best player to ever wear number one for the Rockets.
The Amenda's a good one. I'm not gonna.
All right, so you're just gonna disrespect Tracy Brady like that. So this was an intriguing episode of the Hoop Panel. I'm not going for the T-Mac disrespect. He already been getting fried all throughout the media through the week for what he said. We ain't gonna get into that though. That nigga T-Mac was reaching, but just want to give a shout out.
You say that about him, bro? Why did he say that?
He said, "Why I say about T-Mac?"
No, why did T-Mac say that? Why did he say that?
Like, nigga, we watched your career, bro.
That's
like,
fact,
you
bro.
didn't.
Yeah, we can do a 10-minute segment on this, but we don't gotta do that now.
Yeah,
Like we'll say that for the next show, bro.
That's a fact because Tracy be pissing me off.
Like, nigga, we watched you fall short in the first round consistently.
Every fucking year, bro. All right.
7 different occasions, dog.
He's starting to get mad. Look, like
that shit pissed me off.
so he feel that one. That's one of them ones right there.
Yo, because he's like, you don't go from not winning one round to, yo, I'd have been multiple time champion. Like, put some respect on Kobe's name, dog. Like, what the fuck? But we ain't gonna get into that. I don't want to slander T-Mac too much. I made a bridge in the gap with T-Mac. I'm trying not to slander, but nigga, fuck out of here.
Nah, what he said about that one yo being a better ball handler than Kyrie? He said dumb shit.
Who was that again?
Niggas don't even
Jamal
remember.
Tinsley?
Jamal Tinsley.
Tinsley could handle the rock, but it's level.
We gotta be realistic at a certain best ball hand. Oh, Jamal Tinsley. Jamal Tinsley's probably at home. He's probably at home like, who the fuck? Somebody just say my name? Who know who I am?
What you say fuck me for?
Niggas said, oh, he walking around, he look like a normal nigga. Niggas don't even stop him in the grocery store talking about some Jamal Tinsley better than Kyrie. He was looking like,
bro, he could walk right into a whole.
yeah, he could walk in my house right now and I'd be like, hey man, get out. Like, hey bro, get out, bro. Go ahead and leave, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Better than Kyrie. Like, and I be like, me and Tajon was talking about the other day. The way people be like hyping Kyrie up and like be like they be talking about him. We don't even say nothing about Kyrie because it's like, all right, bro, he got too many, like, you know.
Right,
but,
right.
Bro, don't disrespect. That's just utterly disrespectful. Like, you could have said AI or something. You should have threw AI out or something like that. Like, you going Jamal Tinsley, bro? I'd even see me, like, bro. Wow.
But I want everybody to shout their pages and then we can be out. I'm gonna have this episode up in a little bit for sure. Tay, where can they find you at, boss man?
They can find me on any social media at Tajon Archive, and shout out Joe Barry Carroll.
Wow.
Great pull.
So Darius, who you want to what you want to shout out?
Okay, shout out Album Official, man. Tune in. TikTok album, Instagram album official, and shout out Celtics legend Gerald Wallace, man.
Jarrett Hall Wallace. He wasn't a legend when he was with us, boy. I used to hate that nigga. When he was
I watched the highlight of him wearing number 45 with y'all team earlier, bro.
Yo, he shot like 45% from the free throw line. He was really ass with us, dog.
Bro,
like, he was horribly bad.
Don't talk about that legend, bro. Don't diss Gerald Wallace.
He was cool in Charlotte, but when he became a Celtic, Brandon could tell you I hated that nigga, bro.
He wasn't even frustrating to me. I just knew he was going to be
put some respect on Gerald Wallace's name. Nets legend, man.
So, Brandon, you want to shout out your pod where they can find you at?
Yeah, find us on New Faces Podcast on everything. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. And shout out Corey Maggette.
Mm-hmm.
The original foul merchant.
Who you got, Jeff? Come on.
Shit, man. Follow me on the Hoop Panel on all platforms. TikTok, YouTube. We're going to have some WNBA coverage soon. Pulling up. I said New Faces Pod. They cover music. They do great with it. So please follow them. And shout out to Dana Barrows.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's
That's
he
a
dug
good
in
pull.
the bag. He dug in the bag for that one.
Yep.
Jeff was thinking about that the whole time we was talking.
I had to think of somebody, man.